Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So we've got something a little bit different for you guys today, something out of my wheelhouse, but nonetheless very, very interesting. I filmed this one a month or so ago, only just getting around to posting it now. Got a phone call from a friend of mine, a young guy, and his dad was selling about 40 or 50 vehicles, which is, you know, always pricks my ears up, gets me really excited. I got wind that there was a Peugeot 205 GTI, it's a 1985, with supposedly 50k on the clock. Hadn't been seen by the light of day for about 20 years. I had to get over there and try and buy this thing. So sit back, guys, relax, enjoy, and see what we got up to. Right guys, so here we are at Harley's place.
Alright guys.
Harley's going to show us a bunch of cars, boats, jet skis. He's got a load of stuff for sale here, so he's going to walk us through everything he's got.
Genuine barn finds, yeah?
Absolutely, look at this.
New Vauxhall Vectra. There's
Track car.
Fiat X19 behind that.
Yamaha Superjet, you don't see those very often.
It's
So
of the 80s.
yeah.
A Peugeot 205 GTI.
Yeah, so we're going to have a little bit of a walk through and see what we can find.
So,
This is as retro as it comes, isn't it?
yeah. Right. If I pop this open, you can have a look in there. Very nice twin cylinder two-stroke.
Yeah.
We reckon about 800cc, 900cc's.
Yeah.
About 110, 120 horsepower. So we're now moving on to this 1984 Peugeot 205. It's the 1.6, which is the more desirable, I believe.
It's a GTI, isn't it?
It's a GTI, oh yeah. So it's a full original GTI. Nothing has been touched since new. Overly wealthy guy owned it. I don't know, he might have forgotten about it or something, because these were found by the police in an understory car park when they were clearing out for the 2012 Olympics. So they couldn't find the owner, but they decided to, they had to be seized just due to security. And they were put up at a police auction, and my dad bought this along with a base model, a 1 litre base model, which was my first car. Perfectly preserved, the interior is immaculate.
To the interior.
Yeah.
It's a bit dirty, but it looks, you know.
Dusty but delightful. Popping the hood. Yeah, it's even got its own little, keeps it up, which is lovely.
It's not bad, is
No,
it?
under here, yeah. I mean, the only thing that's been touched is this cone air filter there. Apart from that, absolutely lovely.
This is a piece of 70s and 80s history, isn't it?
It really is.
Old
How
school.
nostalgic is that?
I mean, look at the colour combo on it.
It's like a bubble gum, isn't it?
Right guys, so this is now property number 2. As you can see, this yellow Ferrari in the background here was actually driven and used by Jeremy Clarkson on Top Gear, believe it or not. So at the time of looking at all these cars, I was quite interested in this Ferrari. It needed an absolute truckload of work. After it was used on Top Gear, apparently it was sold to a character of sorts, and it was used in a getaway apparently, and the car was written off. It had a new chassis put in it. The car was still unfinished, as you can see, but the price was just too high for me to make any sort of return on it, so we sadly had to let this one go. Breaking into the shed. Yeah, I reckon.
Good. The barn has not fallen down.
Barn's still standing. There she is. Right, so after going through all Harley's bits and pieces, we decided to make a deal on this little Peugeot and a couple of jet skis. We're going to load this thing up on the truck, get it back to the shop. I cannot wait to wash this car and see how it turns out. Peugeot loaded, got the Superjet loaded, and we have one more to go, which is just down over there. It's days like today though. Just put a massive smile on your face, isn't it? I mean, look at this. 1984 205 Peugeot GTI, 55,000 miles on it. Superjet, and one of these bad boys. How could you not want to be hanging out and picking up stuff like this all day? Monday morning, look at it all. Right guys, so here we are back at the shop. We've got this little bad boy off the truck. Now we're going to give this thing a wash and a clean and see how she is underneath all that grease and grime. A few little things to do in it, but it's so incredibly clean. 55,000 miles, can't ask for much more. So let's get all the washing gear out, give her a tub. Right, so this little car absolutely surprised me. Underneath years and years of dust and grime, I don't think I've ever seen anything that's almost as close to factory as this car. I mean, obviously it's got some, you know, some faded bits here and there, but it was just so incredibly clean. You know, the interior's amazing, the paint was amazing. Obviously we had to do a repair on the near side rear quarter, but just blows me away how you can still find bits and pieces like this kicking about in people's barns. Right, now she's looking $1 million. Let's get this thing in the shop and get this rear quarter repaired and all painted up. As you can see, we've still got my old shovel head upstairs. Hoping to kind of have this finished over the next couple of months, so you will see this in some upcoming episodes. So this is a little life hack here I saw on TikTok the other day. Didn't think it was going to work, but it worked incredibly well. So threw a heat gun on all these plastics, and what it's supposed to do is bring the oils out in the plastic. Obviously the longer you put the heat on there, you know, the better they look. But what we ended up doing in the end was putting some bumper gel over the top of them, just to sort of put some oils back into them and keep them looking nice and shiny. Big Jimbo back on the gun again, working his magic as always, nothing but perfection. Right, now time for my favourite bit, polishing the car. Let's try and bring this paint back to factory perfection. I used a two-stage process here, used a really dense pad, first off with a really coarse cutting compound, and then I finished off with a really fine finishing compound. Came up absolutely killer, couldn't be more happy with it. Look at it shine.
Alright guys, so here we are, maiden voyage on the little Peugeot 105, Peugeot 205 GTI. Car drives absolutely killer. Drives like a brand spanking new car. 3 owners from new, 52,160 miles. It's an absolute time warp, this thing. We put a fuel pump in it. It's obviously been sitting for, you know, quite a number of years. And a few little issues with the airflow meter. We replaced that, but this thing for a 1.6, it's got so much get up and go. It's just incredible, you know. It's not very often you find cars like this, you know. It truly is. It feels like it's 6 months old. It looks like it's 6 months old. It drives like it's 6 months old. It's absolutely bananas. So we're going to throw this thing up on the internet. We're going to list it for sale, see how we go. You know, the prices are varying on these things. Some people are asking like 15 grand. Some people are asking 25 grand, which I think is a bit, little bit optimistic, but we'll see how we go. We're going to get it up, we're going to list it, and hopefully in the next video we'll have sold this thing, and we're going to run you through all the figures, everything we've spent on it, how much time we've spent on it, and how much money we made on it. So hope you really enjoyed this video, guys. You know, really enjoy doing stuff like this. You know, and I love finding cars like this. It's just bananas to think that you can find a car that's 40 years old and, you know, they're still out there. I hear a lot of people say it, and you know, it's the truth, they're still out there. So anyway guys, thanks again for all the support, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.